Alright, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. It's your boy Troy Inferno, and this is the 5th installment of episode 3 of International Inferno. So we're gonna kick it back to Tuesday, which was August the 8th. And at this point, I have settled into this hotel. You know, once you get the format of how this works, it's not bad. It's not bad. I still wouldn't recommend you stay more than a night here, maybe 2 nights. But I wouldn't recommend you stay here more than 2 nights. So there you go with that. And the Nintendo Direct, or the Pokemon Direct, happened Tuesday night. And then I also heard that PKM and Cass, aka Steve, he was going to be at the location of Worlds early that day so he could do shopping, because he got early access. Him and a few other people who are partnered with the Pokémon Company, they were given early access to go to the Pokemon store. I'm about to say PlayStation store, but they got early access. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go down there and see what's up and all that jazz. So I went down there super early, and I think I got down there like at a little after 8 o'clock in the morning. So I walked around the venue. They were still setting up, but I was able to walk around the venue, and I managed to locate where the Pokemon store is. And I was at the exit. That's when I found Steve. So we chatted up a bit. He was live streaming on Twitch, by the way. So there you go with that. And then we went into Brooke, and who is also another live streamer who does her thing on Twitch as well. And then the two of them, and you know, she was in there as well. The two of them left together, and I was just hanging outside, chilling, you know, relaxing and things of that nature. More people came out, and I try to remember who came out next. Actually, while PKM and Kaz and PKM and BB, Brooke, was still there, Swaggerman came out, and I talked to him for a little bit, but you know, he was in a hurry, so I let him be. So I saw him, and then, you know, those two left. And then I believe that's when I saw walk out V, Glitch, and I try to remember, Steph Anime and her compadre. And I met Digital Christine for the first time. So we actually met in person. So yeah, she knows who I am. So we actually met in person, and she introduced me to her compadre. And we just standing there talking. Then all of a sudden, Majin Phil and St. Austin John came out. So I met them in person for the first time. So, you know, I introduced myself to the two of them. And then, yeah, more people that I recognized came out, like Gabby and somebody, I forgot her actual name, but I was in the middle of a conversation with the group that I didn't get in time to chat up with them. They just straight up dipped, and then everybody else dipped. And then shortly after that, I believe it was Zoe, Allen, and Debbie Pebble and her compadre. They walked out, and you know, I talked to them for a little bit, and then they went their own separate. So then after that, I decided to go get breakfast at a nearby pancake place, which was very good. It was very, very good. I am going, you know, it's very, very good. I ain't gonna lie. Is it better than a Happy Pancake? Well, I didn't get anything spectacular at this, I think called JS Pancake. I didn't get anything spectacular from there like I would from a Happy Pancake, but it was still good. It was still good nevertheless. So after that, I made my way back to the venue. I got inside, I found a spot where I was editing videos. I think I edited 3 videos in there. And then after that, you know, I did some more exploring around the area, and then I came back here. And I was catching up on YouTube videos, and then I just fell asleep. Like, not much happened on Wednesday, as opposed to Thursday, which is today, which is August the 10th. So Thursday came, and I woke up, and the plan was to go to Nakano Broadway at 11 o'clock. Or leave here to go there at 11 o'clock. You know, leave here at 11 o'clock. Well, let me tell you something about some of the procedures that this hotel have. So one procedure that they have is, and it's kind of weird, but whatever, but one procedure that they have is this. You have to check out of here by 10 o'clock. So you can't access your pod, you can't access your locker, or the showers, but you know, the showers, they're in the same room as your locker. So you can't, you know, you have access to nothing. So you basically leave the hotel and you give them your key card. Then you probably went in, so wait a minute, if you're staying there multiple days, how does that work? So how it works is that follows. If you're here for one night or maybe 2 nights, you can keep your key card. But if you're staying here longer than 2 days like I am, you have to turn in your key card every morning. So, you know, before 10 o'clock, you turn in your key card, you go out, you venture, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then you can check back in anytime after 2 p.m. So, in my case, I would walk in, I would tell them, hey, yeah, I have a room here for so and so many nights. My room number is this. And then they'll look, verify it, and then they'll give you a bag for towels and other stuff like that. So that's how this hotel works. And then when you go back to your pod is clean. So new pillows, new sheets, new blankets, stuff like that. So so there's no option to say do not clean my pod. You know, like it is the hotels. They will automatically clean your pod. So it is what it is. But back to the story. So I made my way to Nakano Broadway. I think I got down there at 11:16 in the morning. So I left here at little after 10 a.m. Got breakfast because I had a free breakfast card. And then I made my way to Nakano Broadway. Got down there at 11:16 a.m. All right, so today is Thursday, August the 10th, and I'm not sure you can see behind me, but your boy made it back to Nakano Broadway. So there's a bunch of stuff that you can get from here. And looking at the game right now, I mean, the sponsor, and you know, they pretty good. There's a lot of gyms, there's a lot of Pokestops in this area. So we're gonna explore Nakano Broadway, see what we can get ourselves into. So yeah, let's go. I'm walking around the area, and the thing is, like, the majority of the stores don't open until noon. So I was like, oh, okay, I got there a little bit super early. So I'm walking around a bit, you know, exploring, window shopping, stuff like that. I did get some stuff. I'm not gonna say what I got though. Again, you have to make sure you tune in to Twitch, twitch.tv/true_inferno. You have to make sure to tune into that. So once I explore all the floors, there was actually a grocery store. I think it was in their basement, B1, basement 1. There's a grocery store down there. So I'm like, okay. So I went in there, I got some watermelon, I got some ice, and there's one lemon drink. And the drinks in there are much cheaper than they are like at a 7-Eleven or Family Mart or Lawson's or even at the vending machine. So if you really want to be really cheap, you want to hit up their grocery stores. You really want to hit up their grocery stores. So after that, and then I was about to go sit down inside of the building and eat. And then I noticed you really can't eat or drink in the entire building. Yes, they have restaurants in there. Yes, they sell fresh, uncooked food and ingredients in there, like fish and stuff like that. But you can't eat in there unless you're at a restaurant, something like that. And obviously with restaurants, you can't bring in outside food. So I left Nakano Broadway, went across the street somewhere, and I sat down at some object, we're gonna call it that. And I ate my watermelon, and I set up my water bottle. So my lemon drink would be in there, and I got some ice too. So I put the ice in there as well, so my lemon drink would be extremely chilled. Cause that's how it is. You know, you got a thermo, you use it. And then I went to a nearby Family Mart, got some money out, and then I went back into Nakano Broadway and I did some shopping. Again, I'm not gonna say what it is. You have to tune into my live stream to figure out, or to see rather. I keep saying figure out, to see what all I got. And I got quite a bit. And again, one of the things I got, y'all will be surprised. So there's that. So moving on, I got done with the shopping, and then one of the things that I was working on ever since yesterday or 2 days ago, I needed a spectator badge because I had no way of technically getting into Worlds. So, and I found somebody who was like, yeah, I can hook you with a spectator badge. So I'm like, okay, cool. So originally the plan was to meet this person at Worlds, the location Worlds, at 5 p.m. Well, while I'm at I'm about to leave anyway. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna figure out, should I go to Shibuya or should I go to Worlds, which is in Yokohama? And I'm trying to figure that out, and I'm like, basically wherever I figured out I was gonna leave. And then he hit me up in the DM Discord and said, yo, I'm gonna be there at 4 o'clock because people are lining up already. I'm like, uh-oh. And at this point, it was like 2:30. So I figured out how to get down there, and I made my way down there, and I got down to the spot where everybody would line up at like 4 minutes before 4 o'clock. So basically I got down there, and then I met him for the first time. Well, I know he met, well, I don't know we met before, but when he saw me, like, oh yeah, I seen you before. I'm like, yeah. Like, once I saw the name of the person who said he had an extra, I'm like, oh yeah, I know this person. So either I met him in person or I seen him compete and he gotten really far, in the brackets at one of the locals or at the regionals. So it's one of the two. Yeah, so he got in line because he saw some buddies in line, so he just joined up with them. I walked to see how long of a line this was. Let me tell y'all something. So the Pokemon Center or the Pokemon store was next door to the exhibit hall, which is where the tickets and the badges are. And what happened was this: it started like not near the middle, but on one side of the exhibit hall. And then it goes this way. And then it dips into the garage area where it zigzags. There's like a bunch of cones and barricades, and it zigzags. And then it goes to the back of the garage. And then it cuts off so trucks can go in and out and vehicles can go in and out. But on the other side of that, the line continues. It go outside the garage area, it make a left, and now you're going basically underneath behind the building where the Pokemon Center is, or the Pokemon store is. And that's where I saw the end of the line, but the crazy thing is, it kept growing. So I had no clue how long that line really was. I was like, okay, that's a crazy line. I also saw Swagwan in line because one of his friends was in line. And here's what he told me after I saw him, because here's the thing. When you're getting your spectator badge in your competitor badge or whatever, participant badge, first of all, I thought that was just the line for participants. And then when I saw Swagwan, he told me, no, it's mixed. And I'm like, I'm not sure that makes sense, but in terms of them doing it like that, or that fully makes sense. But originally, I thought that was just the line for competitors. And what happened was this. So I went back to the front of the line. I tried to go back in the building, but they closed it off for people, I guess for people getting the badge and stuff like that. So I'm chilling outside, and it's like the weather's not that bad. I was in shade, and it was windy because of the whole typhoon situation. So it wasn't bad. It wasn't really bad. And, the typhoon didn't really come through or anything like that. I guess it was like nearby. So it was windy. That was it. That's no rain or anything like that. It was just windy. So after that, it was like, I think they're supposed to be giving or letting people in to get their badges at 5 o'clock. I'm like, it's 5 o'clock. Let me go to the front of the line. Went to the front of the line. Went to the spot where the front of the line was. I didn't jump in line. And I saw Zorian Allen and Super Duper Danny for quick. Yeah, I did went to Super Duper Danny yesterday morning. I forgot about that at the VIP thing. And then they started letting people in. So I'm like, okay, let me find the exit. So, and the crazy thing was, this was on the first floor. They let people in, right? They let people in. Then they went this way. And then they went up the escalator, going this way. And then they went back that way some more. And then they made a loop and walked all the way down to the other end of the exhibit hall somewhere. And then there's a room where you go get your badge. and stuff like that. And then there was an exit nearby. So I'm like, okay, I found the exit. So I'm over there chilling. Just chilling and stuff like that. And I went into some shoutcasters, and because they know me, I know them. We got really cool. Going back to last year's North American International Championships, and then we were, we were hanging out a bit in Indy and stuff like that. So it was cool. And then my connect got his competitor badge and items, like a book bag and some cards and stuff like that. Some rare stuff, and got his 2 spectator badge. So, and then he automatically hopped in line to go to the Pokemon store. So, and this was 2 lines. One line to get your spectator badge, and then another line to go into the Pokemon store. It was crazy. So, and then I also saw JT Valor near the line, and I always forget his name. Popcoon? I forgot his name. But yeah, he was in line as well. I apologize if I forgot your name. So there was that. I also met what's her name? Chokino Mom? I'm a butcher that name, so I apologize for that. So I met her for the first time. So that was really, really cool. And then I went down to the exit, hung out down there for a bit, talked to some of the competitors. So give you guys a little update. I'm standing at the end of the Pokemon store because there's a friend who is in there as we speak, and I'm waiting on her to come out. But meanwhile, I want to show you guys this right here. Your boy got the spectator badge. Yes, so we actually got this. So it is official. I will be inside Worlds. I will give you guys all the coverage of the PvP action that would be going on inside the Worlds. So yeah, that is indeed happening. Meanwhile, in terms of what's happening, looking at the game, not much is happening, even though there's a bunch of lures down right now. But yeah, going to be some action for Worlds, so stay tuned. And then I made my way back here because I was really hungry and I needed to get this portion of the video done. But a few things has happened prior to this point. One of them was this. I actually put on my daily venture instance as I was walking from the Worlds area towards the train center, because it was like a 15, 20-minute walk or whatever. So I'm like, yeah, it makes sense to put on the daily venture instance. And that's what I did. And I encountered a Galarian Moltres. Look at this cheese right here, man. I'm walking back to the hotel. We got a Moltres, Galarian Moltres. Give me that. Ah, that should have been an excellent throw. 1, 2. Ah, come on, stay. Oh, it stayed. All right. Give me that. Dang it, man. I keep missing that throw bonus. 1. Uh-oh, he can't get out. I knew it. Stay. Dang it, he fled. Crap. That could have been easy trade bait for a Galarian Articuno, because that's the only one that I'm missing. Galarian Articuno. So there was that. No shinies happened. I got 2 Oricorios back to back while I was leaving as well. And that's pretty much it. So the next time you see me, it will be at Worlds. So I may give you guys a Saturday video so you can see everything that goes down on Friday. And then I'm gonna give you guys a Monday video, everything that went down Saturday and Sunday. And then, so I'm gonna call it a wrap. And with all that said, y'all know this is this boy New J Gatsby, aka New Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Yeah. Subscribe. Thanks, man. Do it. After you subscribe to the channel, make sure you click the bell icon so you never miss a new video or a live stream ever again. Thanks, guys.
Lewis the trainer, articulating paint. With my tongue, I done things that people said I can't. Now they ranking with the elite, but it's for the people, and victory is part of defeat. Cause when you get back on your feet, then you try again. Learn from mistakes, show them that I got what it takes, and I'm dying to win. I'ma hit and move away.